What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the, do we call it emergency live stream? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the markets. Let's talk about where we're going. We made this beautiful, beautiful chart. Give everyone a very clear idea of what we should be expecting. The good thing is, as we've been saying, we are closer to a bottom than we are to a top. That is very, very bullish for us XRP holders, Xcoin, Xcoin. I'll say Xcoin. This is Twitter coin, XRP holders, crypto holders in general. Small C, what's up, man? That works. Like, gotcha. Order's been set. Love to see it. Make sure you coming in over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get this out to as many people as we possibly can. Everyone is searching for answers out there. No one wants to give you clear answers or clear levels. No one has the exact rule book, right? The exact framework, the exact price targets of where we are going. The best we can do is predict ranges, right? It's all about ranges. What ranges should we look out for? We've talked about before $1.60 and $1.30. We kept them up on the streams for quite some time, letting you know that's where we need to pay attention to. Clearly $1.30 got broken. So what happens next? We got it all mapped out. We got it all drawn out for y'all to see. We'll go through it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about where does Bitcoin go from here? Is Bitcoin done? Is the bull market over? Are we in a bear market? Is it not going to be an altcoin rotation? I got you covered. I got you covered. Let's give it about 30 seconds. Let people start rolling in. And let's talk about where we are in this market, because this is clearly the capitulation phase, which, you know, the way we look at it at this point, this is good. Get it over with is what I like to say. And let's move forward. The outlook for the rest of the year is still, it's bullish. We're going higher. This is what we wanted to see on Bitcoin. The question is, how much lower does Bitcoin have in it to go before we see the turnaround, before we see the flipping? Where does XRP need to hit? We got the levels mapped out. We're going to talk about all of them. Don't you worry about that. I got you covered. Cypher, what's up? Eric, I see you. Nonsense. Smoltz, what's going on, man? Big John, what's up? What's up? What's up? Help, the sky is falling. I know. I know. It is. It is fallen. Cypher, I see you. Smash that like. Let me do a little refresh over here. All right, let's discuss this. Hello, hello, hello. I see you. Paul. So XRP. Clearly what a lot of us care about, especially if you're tuning into this channel. Where are we going to go? What's the bottom? What's the bottom range, we should say, right? We've seen $1.13. You already see it. It's marked on your screen. This beautiful green line with the red candle right above it. $1.13 so far is today's wick low. Looks like we're starting to gain a little bit of momentum, but we got the wild card. You got Asia waking up here in the next couple of hours. Yo, G-Man, what's up, man? Country Mike, hit that like button. What's up, my friend? So we got Asia going to wake up. How is Asia going to react is the question, right? Clearly, we're not going to have an answer on that until a little bit later into the evening here. Is Asia going to wake up and be like, holy crap, I need to buy the dip? Or is Asia going to freak out and they're going to want to sell this thing even lower? $1. Psychological floor, we all know that. Dollar is a major hurdle, a major resistance support area. It's just, it messes with people's heads. When you go from 99 cents to $1, it's like this big difference, like the light bulb goes off and you start thinking you were right about something. That is a key floor. You can see in your upper right hand corner, we talk about the different price scenarios. We give probabilities of where it's going to hit, right? all mathematically based upon previous cycles, previous resistance, previous highs, supports, you name it. 50% chance right now, 90 cents. If I was a market maker and I was trying to shake people out, exactly, Jason, they're laughing at shaking these people out. If I was a market maker, what would I be doing as a market maker? I would break the psychological floor, right? Break the psychological barrier you got out there. Get people all crazy, get them all wild, flush them out. Longs are being absolutely destroyed. Your RSI is at a level we haven't seen in, I don't think, history. I mean, I think it's at in, you can see at the bottom of your screen, we're at 16. That is 16 on it. If I was a market maker, I'm setting this thing under $1. 2024, your breakout level on XRP marked on the screen for you is at 85 cents. Do we get to 85 cents? I don't think so. If I was a buyer of XRP, my buys, I would start ranging in anywhere around that dollar region. I think it's a beautiful region. Clearly, you're seeing capitulation. You're seeing this thing give out. I mean, it's not just XRP, it's the entire market. Bitcoin, I believe the bottom is super close on Bitcoin. I got you, Ryan. We'll talk about that in 1 sec. Fat splat rip. I'm freaking out, man. Are we screwed? Hell no. No. We're not screwed. We're not even close to being screwed. Not even close. If I was a market maker, I'll do the CZ thingy. Yeah, I'll do the CZ thingy with you, man. So you're not saying wait till $1 to buy. So it's tough, right? Whenever we look, this is how I approach my buys. Everyone approaches them differently. Depending on where my dollar cost average is, if my dollar cost average right now is above $1.16, I'm starting to get in. I'm starting to lower it. Right? If your dollar cost average is $1 at this point, you can afford to hold off and wait a little bit longer. That's how I would approach it. Because remember, you never want to raise that DCA. You do not want to raise a DCA, because when events like this happen, if you raised your DCA and we get to this level, you could be in the red. We never want to enter into the red on our crypto. On any investment, you don't want to enter into the red. If I'm above $1, I start averaging it now, especially if I'm at $2. Perfect opportunity. It's not going to make that big of a difference if you start buying at $1, $1.05, $1.16 if your DCA is sitting at $2. Right? If your DCA is sitting at $1, you have the opportunity to sit back and to relax a little bit and to see if this thing gets back down to where you want it to be, to that dollar floor, that psychological barrier. I think 90 cents to $1, I think that's going to be a very sweet spot for XRP. How long do we, if we do get there, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but how long do we stay there? This could be just like we saw on October 10th when we got that scam wick, right? And I believe it went as low as like $1.23. I think some places showed even closer to the dollar region. We didn't stay there low. You didn't really have opportunities to buy. It immediately went back up. That's why we call it a scam wick. You can see how skinny that thing is, right? So that's what I'll be paying attention to. 90 to $1. This we're clearly capitulating. I do believe Bitcoin's bottom, if it's not already in around 63K, Bitcoin's bottom, I would expect anywhere from 58 to where we currently are right now. But you have to think like a market maker here, right? If you're a market maker, you're a big entity, and you know that this thing has support sitting around 55, what are you going to do? You're going to front run it so people can't get in around that level. They front run all these levels. So if you, as an institution, an ETF provider, a market maker, if you know that you have all this money waiting on the sideline for a certain level, and they can see the order books where people put their orders in, and you see there's billions of dollars waiting for a $55,000 Bitcoin, what do? You front run it. You don't let it hit 55, you pump it up from 57, 58, so those people are not able to enter at that point. They front run everything. That's how they work. Remember, this is a blockchain. Everything's public. These exchanges, all the order books are public. You can see where people are coming in on these order books, where they're setting. these longs, because you know the degens are coming back. The degens are licking their fingers right now, trying to get back into this thing. And they're trying to get the best entry possible. So if you are that market maker for that exchange, you front run them. You don't let them get in. You make them come in at higher price targets. That's how they make all their money. BCB said we got a little more to go, Big John. Yeah, we could. As I said, I think, you know, a dollar's a huge floor here. It's a psychological barrier for XRP. I think XRP's sweet spot is going to be that 90 to a dollar region, 90 cents to a dollar. 85 cents was your 2024 breakout level. I don't think we're going to get quite there. If we do, maybe it's a tap and go back to the upside. Bitcoin, if this is not the bottom of Bitcoin and Asia decides to send it, I think Bitcoin 58,000 is a beautiful entry on Bitcoin. 58 to 63. I think we're looking at buy Casper now. Ravenous, don't. No one buy Casper. I don't even want to look at it. I appreciate the super, my friend. Thank you. I forgot about Casper. I wrote those 5 figures off. That's done. That thing's done. Degens be shorting. Yeah, the degens are going to get destroyed shorting this market right now. Like, look, the biggest thing you see on Twitter, Twitter's funny, the way Twitter works. And I'm sure all of you are aware of it, how Twitter goes down. Everyone on Twitter all of a sudden says, I called this, I have the right chart. They're all full of shit. No one had the right chart. No one knew that this event was going to happen. That's why we call it a capitulation event, right? What do I think the playbook is for the rest of the year? I think Bitcoin sends it back up. I think Bitcoin goes from here, 80 to 100,000. I think altcoins, we get the rotation on alts, and I think altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin. That is how I'm playing this market. Right? I've been here since 2017. This doesn't faze me. This is telling me we are gearing up for the next move to the upside. That's what I'm seeing here. I am seeing fuel and accumulation at the lows, and we're getting ready for the next blast off. And I've been talking about this on the channel a lot. When I talk about this on the channel, everyone wants actions immediately from the market. It doesn't work like that. The markets make you work for what you got and what you're going to get. This is not going to be an easy road. Crypto hasn't been an easy road since 2017. It's been an absolute roller coaster. What are you seeing right now? You're seeing the roller coaster play out in full effect. And what happens when this comes in and this bottom comes in, whether it's 90 cents or a dollar, it's going to full send. And people are going to be kicking themselves because everyone wanted better buying opportunities. You have the better buying opportunities right now, but no one is taking advantage of them because they're afraid. When XRP was $2, everyone says, why can't we have one more dip to $1.50 to $1? When it was $3, everyone says, why can't we have one more dip to $2? Here's your dip. Here's your opportunity. Back in 2017, I had no clue what Ripple was going to turn into. From the prime custody got now, the banking partnership, sitting in these White House meetings, working with the EU Parliament, tokenizing diamonds, working with derivatives, getting involved with the DTCC through Hyperliquid. It was all a wild card. We now have ETFs that are scooping in $30–40 million a day, and we're still missing some big names. We know the playbook now. It's in front of us. So now it's a waiting game. Right? We're looking at this as a waiting game right now. And we know how the story ends. We know XRP goes back and at the very least makes a brand new all-time high. From $1.17 to XRP's all-time high at $3.65, you're looking at over what? A 200, close to a 300% gain on it? You're not getting that anywhere else. And that's your worst case scenario. It only goes back to its all-time high ever again. We know XRP's worth is a double-digit coin at some point. We know it. But you gotta wait. We don't get nice things overnight in crypto. They make you sweat. That's all this is. We know where it's going. Ryan Perry, your DCA is $1.50. Beautiful DCA though. Fortunately, I don't get paid to the 13th. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Right? We're not expecting a moonshot back up. They're gonna sweat this thing out. They're going to make this thing grind. 79.2 million in ETFs today. Was that the official number? Was that what we came in at? Let me pull it. 70, holy. So look, what does that tell you, Mark Hernandez? I'll touch on that 1 second for you, my friend. 79.2 million in ETFs today. What does that tell you? It tells you your institutions aren't scared. It tells you your institutional clients aren't scared. They see this as a buying opportunity. And think about that. When XRP did 60 million the other week, it was around $2. Figure about $1 now. So that's 79.2 million. That's really double than what we were a week ago. Think about it, because it scooped up 2x more XRP than it did when it was at $2. That's really 150 million in XRP that came in. The lower the price, the more XRP that gets scooped up and accumulated from these floors. 21 shares just said we had about 1 to 2 billion left. That is a massive, massive number, especially if $1.17 XRP. So if the institutions aren't afraid, why should we be? If the institutions were afraid, they would be offloading ETFs, not accumulating, right? You got to think about the mindset here and what they're doing. You follow the money. If the money's buying, we're buying. If the money is dumping, and I mean dumping, not just like I'm going to sell off a little bit here and there. I mean a massive unload. That's what we should be doing. They know what's going to come before. Who is causing the selling? It ain't retail. No, retail cannot do this. Retail does not have enough power over these markets to do this. This is the market makers. The market makers are liquidating all the degents, is what you're seeing. This is called manipulation at its finest, is what we're seeing right now. This is called manipulation. Yo, Mark Hernandez, let me touch on your comment. Caleb and Brown thoughts. So what are you looking to accomplish is my question to you. Tell me what you're looking to accomplish so I can get you a clear answer on what you should be looking at. That'll be the easiest route about this. Follow what they do, not what they say. Exactly. You know, words, they say a lot of phony words, right? And they do the opposite. We've seen it with JP Morgan. JP Morgan, they told everyone, don't touch Bitcoin. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi. We'll fire any of our employees. And then what do we come to find out? Jamie Dimon just a couple of months ago said, oh yeah, I was wrong about it. Of course, because they got their positions. They know it. You're looking to store your crypto. Are you located? Where are you located? Are you located in the US? Big balls win. That's right, my friend. You know it. So you got those levels on your screen. Look, dollar. Could it break? It could. Is it the end of the world? It's not. This thing is full sending it back up. The lower we went, the further this thing is going to expand to the upside. Could we have a little bit more down to go? Sure. Sure. No problem. We go to $1. We go to 90 cents. That's okay. That's okay. We just got to pay attention. Mark, if you're in the US, why don't you look into iTrust? You need to look into iTrust. iTrust Premium Custody. It's free. They're based in California, not over in Australia. They give you the same institutional custody that BlackRock uses through Fidelity and Coinbase. There's no monthly fees on it. Your crypto can't get hacked. It can only be cashed down to your bank account. Look into iTrust is what I'll tell you. Don't get involved with a company that's not located inside of the United States. It gets tricky. You get two governments involved. It's not worth it. Anyone can use iTrust. You can buy, you can sell. I don't care if you use my link. I work with them. I love them. I don't work with a lot of companies. It doesn't matter to me, but look into what they're doing. It's the same institutional custody that BlackRock uses. It's through Coinbase, Fidelity, and they use Fireblocks. iTrust can go away tomorrow and your crypto is still safe because they don't hold it. iTrust just gives you a platform. Look into them. That's what I would recommend you. Yeah. I would recommend to you iTrust. It's the only way you were getting the same institutional custody that BlackRock uses. You'll never be able to get Fidelity or Coinbase institutional holdings. We don't qualify for it, but they give you the platform with them. Look into iTrust. Garcia, DCI at 70 cents, looking to get more XRP below. Dude, below 50 cents. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. If we go below 50 cents on XRP, we're screwed. That would break the impulse of where this bull run started, and we would be entering a prolonged bear market without seeing an altcoin rotation. Don't get me wrong. I would love for you to get XRP under 50 cents again. I would even become a buyer at that point at under 50 cents. I don't see it happening unless some crazy ass black swan event hit, and it would be the ultimate scam wick down, but it would instantly get bought back up. Instantly get bought back up. Big John says, open a Roth IRA LLC. That's what I did. Total freedom. Yeah. I mean, look, if you don't have a Roth account, whether it's with crypto, you should have it in the traditional world as well. A Roth account, you can contribute. I believe it's up to, Big John, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's up to, is it $7,500 a year now you put in, and it's all tax-free when you withdraw it. And iTrust does offer that with crypto as well. I do mine through my bank. Usually your work offers that as well. That should be the first thing you should be taking advantage of before you invest into your retirement account, a 401k, a 457. You should be maxing out a Roth account because it's tax-free when you withdraw, is what you should be doing. Roth is always, it goes Roth, traditional, that's the order. You go Roth account first, you max it out, then you invest into your traditional retirement account. That's the pattern of it. Because traditional, you'll get hit with taxes when you cash. Roth, you won't. It's all tax free. And Roths grow huge. If you started a Roth when you were 21, when you just got out of college, and you started maxing out a Roth account, I think they say the math says by the time you're 40, you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire. It's wild. Yo, the nerd Dan, what's up? What's going on, Rip? Why is this happening to the market? Capitulation event. They're trying to, pretty much, they're flushing out retail. They're flushing out the degens. They're getting rid of retail. They're getting them all stir crazy. What we're seeing today, we're going to look back on this day and we're going to be like, this was the opportunity we should have taken advantage of. This is a blessing in disguise. Whether it's the bottom, tough to say at this moment in time. I mean, we're seeing this region, this level hold, but it can go down as quick as it holds. You know what I mean? We could see $1.90. I think that's going to be the bottom. You see on your screen, 2024, 85 cents was that breakout level. I don't think we get under that. That's what my bet would be. We do not get under 85 cents. Nah, they can't shake us. They can't shake us out. We're too smart for them to shake us out. Way too smart for them to shake us out. If you're coming over on YouTube, 328 of you, appreciate each and every single one of you. Make sure you just hit that thumbs up for me so YouTube spreads us through the lovely algorithm. So you got about 75. Diamond hands. It's all about diamond hands. That's what you need. It is. It's a blessing. So BlackRock is causing this crash and will buy back in ETFs. So BlackRock is coming soon. Otherwise, they missed the opportunity. Yeah, I wouldn't say BlackRock is causing the crash. I would say this is a coordinated event from the market makers. I wouldn't be surprised if we come to find out that one of the market makers has gone broke. There's been rumors about it. Wintermute, they're a massive market maker. I wouldn't be surprised if they've gone broke from the October 10th liquidation event. News will obviously come out at some point on that. But this is all driven by market makers. They're flushing out longs. They're trying to shake retail. I mean, XRP, with this RSI being where it is at 16, there's a relief bounce coming in here at some point. I mean, I've been here since 2017. I've never seen this RSI this low on XRP. I mean, look at this. We can scroll all the way back. It's insanity. I've never seen it. We can bring it, I could even bring it all the way back to 2017. It's absolutely crazy. It's going to bounce at some point. They will buy one of the small ETFs plays when Lambo's coming this year. Lambo's coming this year. Light blue this year, Lambo. Yeah, I mean, the way I'm looking at this, I think it's very simple. I think we focus on Bitcoin. 58 to 60, beautiful region if you're a Bitcoin buyer. I think that will mark a bottom. There you go. XRP just went down a little bit further. Look at that. It's going to hit today's wick low, $1.15. I mean, you can see the fluctuations in this thing is absolutely insane. I mean, Coin Market Cap and Live Coin Watch are just getting smoked right now. They're getting toasted. Back under 63 on Bitcoin. Coin Market Cap showing XRP $1.17. We got a $1.15 over here. RSI, yeah, relative strength index. So 50 is your neutral point. When it's above 50, your bears are in control. When we dip below 30, we start to see the oversold level. It means your your bulls are in control over 50. When we get it under 30, we start considering it extremely bearish, or I don't say extremely bearish. The bears are running out of steam at that point. Right now, we're sitting at around a 16 level on it. I mean, that's just like full exhaustion by the bears. So usually what happens on this RSI, we usually get a bounce around that 30. 30 is usually when you see it bounce. You can see it marked on the screen. Is when we get a bounce to the upside on it. We are at just crazy low levels on this thing. 15 now we're at on it. And if you see the yellow, when purple crosses yellow, that's telling you this thing's ready to rip and it's ready to blast off. So your bears are they've really taken this thing down. Banks taking easy liquidity through Bitcoin to cover their paper silver. Yeah, right? It's very strange market conditions. But think about it. What was everyone waiting for? Everyone was waiting for their alts to pop off and their alts to run, right? That's all you've seen on Twitter and social media. Here it comes. It's coming. Get ready. Prepare. And what happens? Exactly the opposite of what social media tells you. True Duke, not gonna lie, I'm excited. This almost an answered wish. Oh, this almost is an answered wish. Only worries the exchange supply, yeah? It really is. But you know, as I said earlier, this is a moment a lot of people wanted when XRP was $2 or $3. And it's here, and now people are fearful. Or people get greedy. They're like, oh, it's $1.15. I'm just gonna wait. You know, they've been saying they're gonna buy at $2 when, like, if it goes back to $1.50, I'm gonna buy. Now it's $1.15. They're like, no, I'm gonna wait. It's gonna go lower. And the next thing you know, it just rips back up. And we're back into that $1.30 region, $1.60 region, and we just keep climbing back up. And they don't get in. I'm telling you, dollar cost average is your best friend. It is your best friend. You gotta, Papa Bear, what's up, my man? You gotta think this has been planned all along, 100%. They always plan this in advance. They didn't just wake up and like, let's do the damn thing today. They were like, all right, now it's time to execute. I'm pretty sure the way the market makers work is they wait for all the longs or shorts to build up, and they see how much money is there, and they see the key level that they need to bring this thing to wipe them out. And that's how they plan these events. I mean, the whole world, your mom, your dad, your sister, everyone was long out there. Everyone was ready. They thought, here we go, you know? XRP's going to $10. Let's long the shit out of it. And then they just wipe them. They take their money. I got you, Duke. I got you. I had to say it in my head and then put the missing words in. I figured out. I pieced it together. Big John, sounds like the government's going to attach Clarity Act to a bigger bill, so it has to pass. Smart. Yeah, that Clarity Act is going to be the key. That's going to be the catalyst here. Because the Clarity Act will allow these institutions to get in. It's going to stop the SEC and the CFTC drama over what's a security, what's not a security. A lot of these tokens are going to get flushed out as well. I mean, Brad told us years ago, you know, 95% of these crypto coins are going to go away. And he's right. You know, most of them are shit coins. They have absolutely no use case. And they're only surviving because of Bitcoin. Galveston, I've been buying on the way down. But my lowest is 49 cents. Love that. 49 cents. Ooh, that's a nice buy, my friend. Everyone's beating this chest thinking that they beat the banks. Yeah, that's true. They're pounding them. We got those bankers. Yeah. You know the bankers always got the last laugh. Bankers always get the last laugh. The institutions always get the last laugh. And I'll take a screenshot of this chart for everyone. We'll pin it up onto the Twitter page so you can use this as a reference of what we're seeing. Remember, this chart goes through your 2024 rally, when this all started, the impulsive move up, and it calculates all these probabilities into the chart, and that's how we get to these numbers of where we're going to go. You can see your upper right hand corner is your price scenarios. Your 50% base chance is anywhere from a 90 cent to $1.35 for a chop is what we're looking at. We would like to reclaim $1.35. That was the previous support. As you can see marked on your screen, I'll circle it where this all started. We would like to flip this $1.35, get back on the top side of it, so we know the reversal is coming in on it. We're going to get the Clarity Act, and it's going to be a whole different market once that passes. Yes, it is. Clarity Act is going to absolutely change anything. Quant's at $55. That is a great buying zone. Yeah, Quant. The scary part with Quant is Quant can go even lower from here. You know, it sucks because I purchased Quant for like, I don't know, a year, 15 months, something like that, every single week. My average is around $72, and I'm down on it from the DCA. But you know what? Quant's upside potential is absolutely stupid. It's going to be wild. And the thing you got to look at this, you know, because everyone wants to point at their different assets. Everything's down. This isn't an asset is down. The market is down. This isn't like Bitcoin is going up, ETH is going up, and XRP is going down. Like everyone will say, oh, XRP's down the most. That's all right. Whatever is down the most is going to go up the most as well. You know, we're going to have the last laugh here. Whatever is down the most is going to rebound the hardest. It's going to go right back up. How did the XRP? The XRP ETF did phenomenal. Set a record, 79.2 million. 79.2 million on the XRP ETF. Which, when, as I said earlier in the stream, you put that into perspective, that's really double what we have done because of the price of XRP. I think the last high was around 60 million, I believe, if I'm correct. But XRP was around $2. We're almost about 50% of that. So it's really double the XRP that was scooped up today. It's wild. It was a good ETF day. A very good ETF day. And I expect the ETFs, the volume is just going to keep ramping up. And the XRP is going to keep getting chewed off these exchanges. It's a beautiful thing. It's an absolutely beautiful thing. Yeah, Link's a great buy right now. Link is an absolutely fantastic buy. I got to figure out what I want to scoop up here. Obviously, the money, in my opinion, to be made for this year is going to be in alts. Because even if Bitcoin goes to 60K, and I think we have a possibility of getting back to 100, it's not even a 2x, right? It's not even going to be a 2x. But your alts are going to do so well. I mean, XRP down 24% in the past 24 hours. That shit's going to slingshot. That 24% is going to get dwarfed in a day. It's going to run. I'm telling you, before you know it, you're going to blink your eyes and this thing's going to be right back up to $2. And we know it's going to be go time. I don't got enough dry powder, man. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I need it too. Papa Bear, I play hold or sell from me, but I like Rip to tell me what he likes. So at times for more than entertainment purposes. It's peanut butter jelly time. H-Bar or Ando. I mean, both amazing buys. Ando just had an amazing summit. What they're doing, I think they're going to be deeply involved with Ripple moving forward, especially over in the EU. I mean, H-Bar, you can't go wrong. You honestly, in my opinion, you can't go wrong. Ando's my second biggest holding. I put a lot of money into Ando. I think Ando's going to do really good. I think, don't get me wrong, they're both going to do really good things. I mean, I don't want to say Ando's going to do really good things because you think H-Bar isn't. They're both absolutely amazing opportunities. But I mean, I'm Ando. I haven't bought H-Bar since I think 2020. I forgot I even had HBAR. I found it on a computer. I got a bag of it. I haven't touched it since. And I'm satisfied with that. I'm okay with that. But I recently loaded up on Ondo a couple of months ago, like a heavy. HBAR's crashing, brah. It's all crashing. It's all crashing. That's okay. I remember when we had the live stream, Smoltz, I think you were there when we were screaming on the live stream and people told me stop yelling, but I couldn't. And HBAR was 5 cents. And I'm like, this thing is about to erupt. And it broke down to the 700% gain. It was nuts. Shit was nuts. Ondo's terrible? Nah, but think about it though. You want to find the assets that are down most because those are going to be the ones that are going to rebound most, that those bottoms are almost in on, right? That's what you want to look for. Ondo's taking a beating, and they just had one of the most bullish summits out there. BlackRock is a partner. They believe in them. Tokenization, we're going there. They're tokenizing stocks. We heard the NASDAQ is going there. Like, Ondo has such a head start, and they got the biggest asset manager out there, BlackRock, backing them. Price is going to hit to the upside at some point. It really is. But Ondo for $1.30. Yeah, I think I'm around 90 cents on it. I'm not sweating it. Not sweating it at all. It's going way above that. It's going way above that. If it's in an ETF, it's a great buy. Oh, Big John, you took the words out of my mouth. ETFs. If your coin has an ETF, that's what you want to be paying attention to. It's that simple. Those are going to be the assets that survive. The ones that got ETFs and the ones that are actually doing real things. Like, who are actually not just talking about it, right? This isn't 2017. Who gives a shit about a white paper anymore? No one cares about white papers. No one reads them. They're lies 99.9% of the time, and those companies don't even exist anymore. That came back into crypto in 2017 with these fancy white papers. You want ETFs, you want institutional money, and you want real-world adoption. That's what you need to look for. What is my take on Concordium? I don't know what Concordium is, and XCN, I got nothing, my friend. Never looked at them. Never looked at them. It may be crazy, but it went long on XRP at $1.15. You are very crazy, man. What's the liquidation on that? What are you in at? Papa Bear sold most already. Panda View got some ones that are like rips. Casper though, yeah, screw that Casper coin, man. Screw Casper. ZBCN hurt. Did it get beat down? I'm not a big fan of ZPN. Yeah, XRP's moving back up $1.20 already. Love to see it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be very interesting tonight what Asia does. Is Asia going to buy this up? Look, if I was over in Asia and I was waking up and I saw $1.15 XRP, I'm not selling, I'm buying. Right? To me, they wake up and they buy. But you never know. You never know how they're going to go. You never know what they're going to do when they wake up over there. Yo, Great Power, what's up, my man? Michael says at these prices, don't dump one asset. Yeah, definitely. At these prices, do not dump one for another. Remember, these markets are going to rebound. They're all going to rebound together. Everything's going to come back up together. The real fun begins, though, when we start to see the utility kick in and the institutions start to announce what they are entering on. You saw what it did for Bitcoin. I mean, BlackRock and Fidelity alone took Bitcoin to new all-time highs before halving. SHH, no thoughts on it, my friend. No thoughts. Thank you for your daily update. You got to enjoy life. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. What about idea rep where we tried and lost? Now we don't touch it. You don't look at that. My shit is still sitting on the exchange. We don't look at that. We don't look at that. We don't look at Velo. Those are the end. When everything's popped off, we look at those. How many coins go to zero? Oh my God, thousands. Tens of thousands go to zero. Tens of thousands. Instead of a Lambo, I'm getting a Pinto. Yo, I'm with you. I'm gonna ride next to you in my Pinto. I'm gonna ride right next to you. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, another 80 mil in XRP. Yeah, the ETFs were wild today. And remember, you know, the price of XRP being this low means even more XRP got scooped up. Where do I see Ondo going? Ondo, like if we talk long term, I mean, like let's talk like 4 or 5 years out from now on Ondo. I think Ondo has all the potential being a $50 coin easily. I think short term, you know, $5 to $10 is a very, very conservative target on Ondo. I think 2 to 3 probably is more like, you know, if rip conservative, but I think 5 to 10 is very doable on it. Very doable. Really? Ideal is completely liquidated? Is it? I haven't looked. I have not looked at that thing. So you tell me if I lock into an exchange, I'm done? Idea. Oh yeah, it is. That's no bueno. Wait, didn't they move it though? It's on Poly now. Is it even washed on Poly? 5,000 holders, on-chain market cap 2 mil, circulating market cap 231. I see people are buying it as of 34 hours ago. Wop, did you look on Poly? Onto a chain link, what would you buy at these prices? Man, those, I mean, that's my 2 and 3 holdings right there. Onto or link. And they're two completely different use cases. They're both partnering with each other. They're both working with Ripple. I would say Chainlink is further developed and has more uses right now because of the price oracles that they provide. And everyone's going to need a price oracle, and Chainlink's working with DTCC and Swift already. Ondo, I mean, tokenized stocks aren't really mainstream yet. We're getting there. I think we're still a couple of years out. I think if we were looking at what I believe pops first, I think Link would pop before Ondo. I think Link is a lot further ahead, and as far as use case, further ahead. We're not there with tokenized stocks yet. Even though Ondo has them, and we know the NASDAQ is looking into it, but we're not there just yet. Yeah, split would be good. You know, I never got into the SUI ecosystem. I know Raul Paul talks about SUI a lot. I was never just a SUI fan. To be honest with you, I was never a SUI person. What is SUI at right now? Holy shit, SUI's wrecked. 90 cents on SUI? Holy. Now look, if you're a believer in SUI, I mean, its all-time high is a 500% gain from here. I mean, but Chainlink's all-time high is a 10x from here, right? A little under a 10x. It's about what, an 8x? I mean, I don't know enough about SUI. If SUI is real, it's going to get back to its all-time high, right? We know Chainlink is real. I mean, Swift announced it. DTCC announced it. We know Chainlink is the real deal here. I'm not informed enough to talk about SUI. If you've done your research and you think SUI sticks around, it's the real deal, you believe what Raul Paul says about it, I mean, it's beaten down right now. But if we look at previous all-time highs, compare Link to SUI, Link gives you a better multiplier on top of it, right? It gives you a better multiplier on top of it. Oh, am I still buying ARB? No, I have not purchased any more ARB. My ARB bag is loaded. I'm around 70-cent DCA on ARB. I believe that things are around 70 cents. I am not buying any more ARB. ARB's loaded, AVAX is loaded, Polkadot's loaded, Quant's loaded. I've just been focusing on the top 3 at this point. The top 3 are, as you know, XRP, which I don't buy anymore because I'm in around 20 cents. I'm not going to raise my average on it. I focused on Ondo for a very long time. I dumped a lot of money into Ondo. That's my number 2, and it jumped my Chainlink holdings. Those are the 3 I'm focusing on. Oh, Sui's a staker? Yeah, fuck staking. Bro, this is the bottom at the month, bro. This is the bottom at the monthly. You mean you're saying we're at the bottom on the monthly? BlackRock Bitcoin ETF taking a kill today. BlackRock XP not happening for a long time, if at all. Joe, what's up, Joe? I think BlackRock XRP ETF happens as soon as people realize that there's going to be a lot more money to be made elsewhere than Bitcoin. I think this is going to be a wake up call, because even from here, Bitcoin, I don't think we're going to get a 2x out of it. I think their clients are going to start to ask, and I think the Clarity Act is going to have BlackRock come in and get more ETF options out there. BlackRock's not just going to have, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ETFs. They're going to expand. They have to expand. Their clients are going to, put it this way, BlackRock doesn't do what BlackRock wants. BlackRock does what their clients want. If their clients want an XRP ETF, an HBAR ETF, Avalanche, BlackRock's going to give it to them because they don't want to lose their business, right? Velo, thoughts? Let it ride. Let it ride. This final shakeout is brutal. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. But you know what? I'd rather get it done now than have this happen later on in 2026. I'd rather it all happen, we get it over with, and then we can advance forward and we can move forward. And that's what this is going to help us do. That's what this is going to help us do. But Mr. Wonderful likes Suey. God bless that man. I only like Mr. Wonderful because of Shark Tank. He played a great character, right? We could say character on Shark Tank. I think, everything else, the guy's a paid clown. RDB, you recommend for a flip on H-bar, I bought in low Q. You recommend for a flip H-bar? RDB, what do you mean? Talk to me. I couldn't piece that together. Did you buy Bitcoin? You're a beginner. Oh, Lord, if you're a beginner, my friend, welcome. Welcome if you're a beginner. Look, Bitcoin's not going anywhere, right? But the way I look at it, the way I approach this, what's going to give me a better return, right? Not financial advice, just my approach. To me, altcoins will give you a better return than Bitcoin for me. Rip the Band-Aid off. That's right, Miss Lily. Rip the Band-Aid off. Don't make us suffer through the whole year. Rip that damn Band-Aid off. Let's get the show on the road. XRP, in a sense, would be a crazy buying opportunity, man. Holy crap, it would. Look, if a dollar could break. A dollar could break. Right? This is clearly capitulation. How low do we go? $1.13 bins today. That's been your today's wick low. Do we get back to 85 cents and test that 2024 breakout level? It could be. It's not going to last long if it does go down there. It's not going to last long. He means, flipping H-bar for XRP. I wouldn't flip anything. I would not flip anything. Especially if you're down. If you're down, you don't flip. If you're down, you don't flip. If you're saying you're up, what's going to perform better? H-bar or XRP? Look at the all-time highs. H-bar 7x from 5 cents. Did it hit 35 cents would be your buy on it. What's H-bar sitting at right now? You're probably going to be H-bar. Where are you at, my friend? H-bar is sitting at 7 cents. So you're looking at about 5x. 5x gets you back. XRP $1.20, all-time highs of 350. So technically H-bar runs back up to 35. H-bar would give you a better return if they both just get back to their all-time highs. Yeah, spot buyer of cash. Don't sell your holdings. That's right. That's right. Should have sold at 35. I still think we got an altcoin rally coming here. I still think we got an altcoin rally. I think alts are going to make a crazy run. I think Bitcoin's going to go up. I think altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin. As I've said, I've never seen, this is my third cycle. I have never seen a time where we did not get an altcoin rotation. And I don't think that these bear markets are going to last as long as they did because of the ETFs and the institutional money. Yeah, Big John, that's right. H-bar was 5 cents for a very long time. Would I be buying Ondo or Link at these prices? Both. Both. That's my 2 and 3. That's what I've been stacking. I've been stacking both of those. I stopped buying everything else and I've been focusing on HBAR and Ondo. Excuse me, Chainlink and Ondo. Chainlink used to be my number 2. My Ondo has jumped it. Ondo's 2 for me. Link is 3. Those are the 2 that I am focusing on. Bino coming in on Twitter. I see you. With the Clarity Act on hold, this makes Ripple and XRP the only fully functioning crypto company and currency with full legal clarity. This is not only first to market, but only in market. Yes, sir. That's right. That is 100% correct. And Ripple's going to have that, has that banking license. They got the prime custody. We got the derivatives now bridging over through Hyperliquid. They got everything going in the ecosystem. Everything you can ask for. The blueprint's out there. It's just a waiting game. And look, I get it. We don't want to wait. Trust me, I don't want to wait either. I've been waiting for 9 years. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of waiting. But you know what happens to people who wait? Good things. Good things come to people who wait. Yo, Rick, what's up, man? ICP, I got a fat bag of ICP. It's been absolute shit. Could it perform well? I mean, everything can perform well, right? But it's been trash. It's been trash. I'm not buying any more ICP. I don't know anything about Render. Never was it. Never looked into it, I should say. The institutions won. I'm okay with it. Now let's get back to business. More in circulation, more stable to price. Yes, sir. The more institutions that come in, the more stable to price as well. Kevin Williams, I'm feeling better after listening to you, Rip. I've struggled a bit today with that crash. I'm confident in XRP. I've done the research. I know good things come to good people. Kev, that's it, my friend. That's it. What they're doing is exactly what they want to do. They want to make it tough on us. Don't let them win. We're going to get the last laugh, my friend. We're going to get the last laughs. We're going to get financial freedom out of this. We're going to get everything that we ever wanted in life. This is okay. There's no panic here. You hear me. I'm cool, calm, and collected. Yeah, maybe my portfolio's down, but that's okay because it's just going to rebound 5-10x from here. There's no worries in the world. There are no worries in the world. Buying every month all the way to 13 bucks. Love that. Absolutely love it. Dollar cost average, your best friend, man. Tom Petty said that waiting is the hardest part. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Waiting is 100. I've been waiting 9 freaking years. It hasn't been easy. You seen me. You see my picture. I lost all my hair. Crypto took all my hair. Big 13 billion in Bitcoin. Rick, I don't know. Honestly, I don't have that answer for you. I haven't really been paying attention to the liquidations. I've just been looking at the charts. I've been licking my fingers, and I've been saying, now time's coming, because I know it is. Yeah, you did. $1.20, $1.30. That's it. We had that blue arrow too. We had it. Buying season, baby. Yes, sir. It is buying season. You know, we buy, we accumulate, we hold, and we ride this thing to the sunset. It's where it's going, man. Where it's going. What do you think about IOTA? You know, IOTA was big when I first got back into the space. They were doing a bunch of cool shit. I remember I never really looked into it. I hold like 23 cryptos. It just never was one of them. I know Smoke has been putting out a lot of crazy information on IOTA. I just never looked. It was never one of my things I looked into. But I just remember they've been around for a while and they're still around. They're still kicking. That's bullish. Nobody knows. It's a probability game. Damn right, Greg. And that's what you're seeing on your screen. That's all based upon probability and math. Adam, ETF volume was strong today, wasn't it, Rep? Yeah. 70 something million, 80 million, excuse me, 80, 79.2 if we want to be exact, 79.2 million today. It was absolutely wild. And it was scooped up a bunch of it. You got, yeah, so it's got up IOTA. Yeah, I mean, IOTA was doing a bunch of cool shit back in the day. I stopped. I just stopped looking at it. They can take it all. Let them take it all. Take all the XRP. I don't care. Just pump this shit. Give us a double-digit XRP. Let us all be happy. Let us all be happy. Call all your representatives and tell them to pass the Clarity Act for the people and stop protecting the banks. You know, that's all really. Yo, Crypto Mafia, thank you for the repost on Twitter, my friend. Much love. That's all it is. It's a power struggle right now. The banks want to know how they can survive with this crypto staking coming in. The banks want a piece of it. They want to know. The banks know if Coinbase is giving out a 5% on a stable coin, how is that going to compete with the 0.25% that the banks are giving out on USD? There's going to be a run on the money. People are going to leave the banks. They're going to come over to Coinbase and they're going to put it in. The banks know they don't want that to happen to them. So what are they doing? They're fighting. They're not going to let the Clarity Act pass. I see you, Frankie. Fiat leak is going effing nuts. I believe it. I believe that. Any warmer in Florida? Yeah, we hit a high today about 56. 56. That's warm for that. I mean, it's cold for us, but it was warmer. We were like 32 or 33 the other day. Oh my God, you keep hearing the word Tron? No. Look, we're here in Tron. Didn't Justin Sun's girlfriend just come out and like call him out and expose him for all the manipulation? Right? Didn't I see that? Justin Sun's was a girlfriend, a wife, a spouse, something like that. It is. It's cold. It's cold, Frankie. Banks should effing compete and offer. Yeah, no. Garcia, spot on. The banks need to stop screwing us. 0.25%? You look at the interest you got on the bank, and they got the nerve to send you a tax statement being like, you made 13 cents this year. Cool, man. Are you shitting me? 13 cents. The banks are a joke. And we got a cat brawl going on behind me. I know I don't got the camera on, but there's a brawl. They're fight. I don't know what they're fighting over, but we let them go. We let them go. We let them brawl, you know? The only way they're gonna be friends again. They just gotta get it out of their systems. If simple, if the banks can buy their own stablecoins and earn yields like the rest of us, it really is. And I mean, look, JP Morgan made their own coin. Let all the banks make their own coin. Then they can all bridge it through the XRP ledger. Bada beam, bada boom. Call it a day. But the banks are pissed because the banks make money off your money. If you take your money from the bank, they can't make money off your money anymore. So they're pissed. That's why. $1.22, it's climbing. She's a climbing. Look, we got maybe that's the scam work right there to $1.13. Maybe she goes back up. Maybe she goes back up. Oh, delete this. No, I want my circle gone. I can get off my brush. There it goes. Circle gone. We know what those bankers are doing. Wild. All right, everyone, look, I think I'll cut it here. I usually don't go live today. Remember, the live streams are moved over until they're Tuesday now instead of Wednesday. I just wanted to jump on. I know a lot of people, you know, this is it's an emotional day. It's a tough day. People want clarity. People want answers. I try to bring you the knowledge that I know. I'm not out here. I don't preach $110,000 XRP. I bring you data. I'll make sure everyone's in the right psychological state, because I know people, they see this, they think it's done, they start calculating, you know, losses, what could have been, what should have been. We're all right. You know, if you got anything from this stream, this live session, we're okay. It's going to be just fine. Right? We're going to be fine. XRP is going to go back. It's going to make a brand new all-time high. It's going to get up to that double-digit area where we believe it should be. This isn't bad. This is an opportunity, is what this is. That's all it is. It's an opportunity. And you have two choices in this world. You take advantage of an opportunity, or you just sit back and you wait for your targets to get hit, because your targets will be hit. We're all going to be winners at the end of the day, folks. That's it. If crypto gets to be too much, if a day like this is too much for you to handle, just step away. We're all going to be here tomorrow. We're all going to be here in the next week. We're all going to be here a month from now. All right. We're in a good spot. We're in a great opportunity. This is the chance of a lifetime to reaccumulate if you wanted more. The DMs are open. If this is ever too much, or if you need a voice of reason, a logical voice that's out there, I answer all the DMs on Twitter. I'm not like the others. Hit me up. We're going to be just fine. I'm going to leave it like that. Enjoy the rest of your night. I don't have softball. It got rained out, so I'm going to go enjoy the night, eat some dinner, go hit the couch, maybe watch some TV. Until Tuesday, the live stream, and until the videos